Well, I've already told you that Nico Williams is one of those players that Arsenal is hugely interested in. And today, we have a story coming from the court offside that Mikel Arteta has called Nico Williams. They've dialogued, and that shows you the intent of the club of Arsenal wanting to sign the player known as Nico Williams. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. And this is the channel. As you know, Luka Modric has finally ended his career at Real Madrid and will play his last game at the Bernabeu this weekend. A huge farewell is really planned for the Real Madrid legend. You understand? So that's what you're really getting in through from the side of Real Madrid. And we're obviously going to be really bringing you these stories, and hope you guys are really eager waiting to really read through and obviously watch in and really see whether we've obviously gonna give the right explanation. Now, court offside. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta has held talks with Nico Williams about a possible move to the Emirates. Arsenal face competition from Chelsea for the player, but Arteta has put the Gunners in a commanding position. Now, when you look at Mikel Arteta, he's part of the people that are really responsible for recruiting players at the club of Arsenal. And I've already told you that many players have joined clubs because of the manager's influence. Others have joined because of the sporting director's influence. Others because of their fellow players' influence that are really playing at that particular club. The others, the owners, of that particular club. The others, influence of family. You remember, Sir Alex Ferguson had convinced the player known as Mikel Obi to join the club of Man United. Guess what Abramovich did? He went ahead and really bought everything that all and fulfilled the promises of the parents of Mikel Obi. And the parents of Mikel Obi told their son that please, you are joining no other team apart from Chelsea. And Mikel Obi said that for the last meeting he had with Sir Alex Ferguson, he faced him, and his agent had told him that whatever that old man tells you, tell him no. I want to play for Chelsea. That's what Ferguson really went ahead to obviously go through. So it shows you that that's how influential the manager is. And the other player that is really influential is the agent. I've talked about the family. The family includes the parents that gave birth to that particular player, then the wife and the children and the friends. Now, we go to the agents. The agents are really very influential because they run business for these players. And when they tell them that we are really going to this club for reasons A, B, C, D, it can obviously be a very huge influence. Now, the manager is really the most important person to obviously convince a player to come, because in the due course of Mikel Arteta talking to Nico Williams, I tell you, he has told him on how he plans to use him into the team of Arsenal. And the manager in this call has obviously explained to the player what he thinks he should be and what Arteta is obviously going to turn this player into, And for Mikel Arteta, when you look at what he has gone ahead to do around Arsenal, I think he can easily convince any player in the world, especially young players, because he has shown us that he can really work around those young players. Ever since he came in through at Arsenal, the most improved players at Arsenal have been those young players. William Saliba. I think Arteta came in through when Saliba was 20. You understand? Then was he 20? 19, 20, one of those years. Then Saka was also in his early, he was clocking 20. Then Martinelli, Martin Odegaard. You understand? You can also talk about players like Nwaneri. You can talk about very many players in there, and how he has gone ahead to transform Kai Havertz into the player he has been for the previous season and this season. And if it was not because of injury, we all know to it that this guy would have gone ahead to obviously do the needful and obviously find himself in a position of really even scoring 20 goals in the Premier League. But because of the injury, he was really affected. So that is all about Arteta. So that dialogue has taken place, and Arteta is trying to convince the player to come in through and really play for the club of Arsenal. And if you've gone ahead to obviously see the press conference of Mikel Arteta today, he has hinted on the reason as why they've gone ahead to bring in that kind of sporting director because of the experience. I think I have to obviously do a particular special story about it. So in so doing, Arteta will obviously find himself in a position of really doing the needful. And what's the needful? To convince a player like Nico Williams to obviously show up and see to it that he signs a contract for the club of Arsenal. And this kind of player has gone ahead to obviously find himself in proper positions of really doing the needful. And for me, I believe Nico Williams is really a very good player. Is really a very good player who can obviously come up and really do the needful at the club of Arsenal. I've already told you that he's a multi-purposeful player. Hello. So, I think he's one of the players that can obviously improve, the side of Arsenal. And they are telling us that, however much their teams like Real Madrid, Arsenal, and very many others, Barcelona, Chelsea, that are really in need of the player, guess what is going to happen? The club of Arsenal has gone into the commanding position because of Mikel Arteta's talk with the player known as Nico Williams. So wait and see how things pan out. But Nico Williams to Arsenal is one of the stories that you have to look at and really understand. Now, Luka Modric has come up and obviously left the club of Real Madrid, and Fabrizio Romano has told us that Luka Modric planned to continue at Real Madrid. It was his dream to stay, but Real Madrid have decided to part ways and open a young era. Modric always respected club's decisions and lives on great terms as a real legend. Final game at Bernabeu this Saturday. What has the website of Real Madrid went ahead to obviously put out? They've said, Real Madrid central midfielder and our captain Luka Modric has agreed to end an unforgettable period as a player for our club at the end of the Club World Cup, which our team will play in United States starting June 18th. Real Madrid wants to express his gratitude and deep affection for someone who is already one of the greatest legends of our club and world football. Modric joined Real Madrid in 2012 and has been a key player in one of the most brilliant eras in our history. In the 13 seasons, he has won our badge. He has won 28 titles, 6 European titles, 6 Club World Cup titles, 5 European Super Cups, 4 La Liga titles, 2 Copa del Rey titles, and 5 Spanish Super Cups. Modric is one of the only 5 players in history of football to have won 6 European Cups, and is the player with the most titles in Real Madrid's 123rd year history. On an individual level, Modric won the Ballon d'Or, the Best FIFA Men's Award, and was named UEFA Men's Player of the Year in 2018. He has been named the FIFA Pro FIFA World 11 6 times and has been named Best Midfielder in the world. So that is Luka Modric for you. And he has played 598 games for the team, scoring 43 goals. He has also won 1 Ballon d'Or and 1 Silver Ball at the World Cup. With his Croatian national team, he has played 196 matches and holds the all-time record for the international cups. He won the Golden Ball at the 2018 World Cup in Russia and the Bronze Ball at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Real Madrid President Florentino Perez said Luka Modric will forever remain in the hearts of all Real Madrid fans as a unique and exemplary footballer who has always represented the values of Real Madrid. His football has captivated Real Madrid fans and around the world. His legacy will live on. Real Madrid wishes Luka Modric and his family all the best in his new stages of life. The Santiago Bernabeu will pay tribute to him this Saturday on the occasion. So that's what we've gone ahead, obviously, getting through from the side of Real Madrid. So I'm going to be bringing you what Modric said in the next video. Rokani David is my name. I'm out.